good, people? It's your boy, the Kryptonian Saiyan, bringing you a review for One Piece chapter 173. This chapter, particularly the ending, this is pretty cool, man. I like how Sanji says, wait a second, I've heard this voice before. And you know that some time has passed, but at the same time, I don't think Sanji fully understood who it was he was talking to. I think he was pretty damn sure he was talking to the boss. And I don't think that he was trolling the last time just to be trolling. I think that he was doing it to get information. And I think that because he got the information he needed, he just said, fuck it, okay? And I think that might be the reason why Sanji, it takes him a minute to catch it. Because you would think with them being in the position they're in and basically going into the lion's den that Sanji would know better. So that was pretty cool, just to see Sanji take a second to catch himself and then say, hey, welcome to the shitty restaurant or the crappy restaurant. So that was pretty cool. I like seeing that because after such a very tense chapter, this was really tense, man. So after a very tense chapter, it was really good to see just that relief at the end, and that's a hell of a cliffhanger. You know, I'm used to, maybe it's because of all the Arrow shows I watch, you know, Arrow, CW, Green Arrow, anyway. Maybe it's because of that I'm used to just the tension at the very end, the cliffhanger, right? And in this case, it's a good cliffhanger because you're laughing your ass off. So I could only imagine when people are reading this week by week and they're going, damn, man, you know, what's Sanji going to do? That was pretty cool. But with all that being said, I did like how once again Oda is continuing to build up this internal struggle that Vivi is going through. I thought that was pretty cool. I like seeing that simply for the fact that once again she's having to make an impossible decision. She literally has to weigh the lives of thousands, or in another panel, you know, Crocodile says 1 million, so I'm guessing he's talking about the entire kingdom. Well, it can't be the entire kingdom, because I think their army is like 700,000 strong. So she's got to weigh the lives of several hundreds of thousands, maybe even 1 million people against 4 pirates who Crocodile says they have no future. And I like how he's trying to put value on their lives to make Vivi's decision easier. And it's more beneficial for him to make her choose her kingdom, because one person by themselves can't hope to stop somebody like Crocodile, let alone the entire Baroque work. So that was pretty cool. And speaking of Crocodile, I like how he has that failsafe in there where he says, oh, even if you do manage to get the key out of the stomach of one of those crocodiles that ate the key that I dropped in there, even if you can do that, this place is going to self-destruct in an hour. It's going to flood. And once again, I like that because Luffy and anyone who's eating the devil fruits, a smoker included, they can't swim. So even if they're able to bust out of that cage by some fucking miracle, right, they wouldn't be able to swim. And you could say Usopp and Zoro or Nami, somebody could probably do that. So I could potentially see that. But I like that because once again, it's exploiting the weakness of the devil fruit users. Oda is not moving away from that, you know. At this point in other mangas, and I'm not going to say them, but at this point in other mangas, you would see the author starting to write away some of those weaknesses. I'm a big Superman fanboy, and that's one of the reasons why, even though when I read the comics, there's certain versions of Superman that I hate. Like, there's certain versions that he's immune to kryptonite. And it's just like, this guy has no weaknesses. The fuck? He's broken. And you know, this dude can punch black holes into existence. Like, get the fuck out of here. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. You know, I like how, and this is why I like shonens more than actual comics, because the characters have weaknesses. They have limits. Like, even your most overpowered character, he eventually hits a wall. So I like that. And just going a little further into it, I like how when Vivi decides to go against one of the crocodiles, right? I like how Oda draws her because it's showing that she is determined and that she does feel something for Luffy and the crew. And you got this one scene where she's using the peacock string and she's thinking that's going to be enough to, you know, I guess do some damage. And I like how Luffy switches gears from saying, Vivi, get us out of here, to Vivi, get the fuck. He didn't say get the fuck out, but he's basically saying, Vivi, get the fuck out of there. And it just shows you that he wants to be free, and it's mainly to kick Crocodile's ass, but he doesn't want his freedom to come at the price of Vivi, someone who isn't even part of the crew. So that was nice, man. You know, Luffy's inclusive type leadership style, I like that. You know, he's one of those people who he's not going to put you in danger in order for him to get ahead. And we've been introduced to people in One Piece who would do just that. I mean, look no further than Crocodile. And he's pushing all the right buttons on Vivi to cloud her mind to where she can't really think straight. Because one of the things Crocodile says is, heck, hey, all those sandstorms, did you really think they were random? And now I'm even wondering, because I think it was implied that Crocodile might have fed the king false information in order to send the old man Toto out there, and by extension Koza. And I know some of you guys would say not everything Crocodile does has been planned, but I would think that if he's going to be making all of these sandstorms and disrupting any work Toto's been able to do, I would think if he's going to do that, that he would have planned that out. You know, I don't think, because at that point, why him? Why him? Because when he went out there, Koza was just a little boy, so why him? What's so special about Koza? What's so special about Toto? And those might be questions to get answered, you know, later on. But it just really puts Crocodile at the cusp of being one of the most vile villains that we've been introduced to so far. He's different than Buggy, who was really, you know, typical pirate, riches, everything. Alvida, you know, the worst person ever to be trapped on a ship with because she's fucking hideous, looks like a fucking linebacker or lineman, excuse me. Worse than Kuro, who was planning on killing Kaya and killing the people at Syrup Village. That was devious, don't get me wrong. And just when you keep going further and further and further up, right? Even then, they don't have shit on what Crocodile's doing, because this is a slow, methodical way of killing people. And those are the type of villains I like, man. So on my question I asked you guys a little while ago, but since you're watching this video, it'll be the next day. I'm really thinking Crocodile might be my favorite secondary character who's introduced, man, because obviously he's going to get defeated. And I know you guys said that in One Piece, even when the villains are defeated, they still end up coming back. So I'm really liking Crocodile because he's very methodical. So I'm going to end the chapter review off here. I'm going to ask you guys, what were your thoughts about the lengths that Crocodile went through in order to set up Toto? And just how long do you think that he's been planning the rebellion? Or how long did you think he'd been planning it when you read this? I know that this is a bit of an oddball question because a lot of you guys have already finished the series. Well, not finished the series, but finished all this up to a point where the manga is now. But I think it'd be a pretty fun question, you know, because it would give me a chance to see where some of you guys' heads are and allow me to see just how far or on the mark I am. But as always, if you like anything I have to say, make sure you hit that like button, comment, rate, subscribe, share. Greatly appreciate it. That's it. Thanks for watching.